a very, very awkward feeling when you have dedicated parking for a motorcycle and they put it on a ridiculous slope. Now, our lovely parish council has knocked down an old pub, which is a bit of a shame, but at the same time they've put up this lovely community centre, and I think it's really nice to have it up in time, ready to go for when the kids are on school holidays. So first and foremost, it's really amazing to see that a local parish council have put in the significant effort to build and provide a facility for the local community. That's wonderful, especially when government bodies seem more interested in taking away things from people. But this isn't a political channel, this is a motorcycle channel, would you believe it? Aha! So along those lines as well, it's lovely to see, but like a good news sandwich, that's the good part. Now on to the bad part, which is a bit of a nitpick. It's like super thin ham. So I think where the motorcycle parking is situated, again, motorcycle channel, remember, motorcycle, it's on quite a significant slope, which is unfortunate because I think they could have done it better somewhere else, but given how much space there was, I think it might have been maybe an afterthought. It's on such a slope that if I go in forwards with Suzu, if I park in either one of those, the bike is going to lean over significantly, which if I park in the right space, it might lean over into the bike next to me. If I park in the left space, it might lean over into the car parking space next door, which means that the passengers or perhaps the driver would not be able to exit the vehicle simply because there's a motorcycle there. That would be very unfortunate. So Suzu has been lowered by a couple of centimeters, I believe. I don't know the exact measurement, and it does mean that she sits slightly lower on the seating position, which also means that it takes away some of the leaning angle when she's on the kickstand, for example. So rather than being over a little bit more, lowering the bike means she's a little bit more upright. In this case, if I was to reverse Suzu into that space, she is sat so upright that a little nudge would tip her over the edge, so you just have to be very careful about it. So, saying that, there's your good news. Well, there's your good news, your bad news, the slopes and such. The good news is they provided motorcycle security. I don't know if they think people are going to steal bikes from there, but we do have a major issue of motorcycle thefts in this city. It's a huge pain in the bum, and there's nothing like someone taking something which doesn't bloody belong to them. I've already done a video on the subject of if someone steals your motorcycle and they die riding it. There's a link to it up there. Go take a peek. Let me know what you think on that video as well. They've provided for the community, that's fantastic. The motorcycle parking is a bit of a shame, so just use the car parking space instead. I know that's for cars, let's not get into that. So one of the best examples I can give of motorcycle parking is actually from Stratford-upon-Avon, of all places. It's rather posh, however, when I used to organise group rides for the Vulcan S to go then on to see the Vulcan Bomber, lovely experience, I highly recommend it if you're interested in the old Vulcan Bomber. They provided a lot of spaces for motorcycle parking, and I mean dedicated motorcycle parking, separate from the cars. So the cars had like a 2-floor multi-storey can you call that a multi-storey? It's a car park. And yeah, the motorcycles just cut through a bit of the pathway, and then behind the bushes, a little bit weird, but also out of sight, out of mind, I suppose, all the bikes can just park up. Lovely, absolutely lovely. I think there might be space for like 100 or so bikes there, could be 200, might be, who knows, might be more. I would believe there's a motorcycle event that happens at Stratford-upon-Avon. Who knows? I've not looked into it, to be honest. But yeah, I just remember seeing it on Google Maps and thinking, that makes sense. And that's lovely. However, when it rains, unfortunately, your bikes will also get rained on as well. So bring a cover, bring some locks. That's always a good idea as well. Here in the city centre, we have this lovely, actual multi-storey car park. And there is, would you believe it, a dedicated motorcycle parking area. Oh, I know, right? Because myself and quite a few people like to come here, go to the top floor, take pictures of our bikes, especially during the sunset and in the evening. However, because they built this fucking Michelin star bullshit, 5-star, whatever star it is, hotel-y thingy me bobby do, I do believe there have been some complaints. Because, you know, people can't be nice when they're on their bikes as well, some of them. It goes both ways. People have, had a little moan, had a little complain, which is unfortunate. Look at this. Motorcycles only. Oh, imagine that. And you've even got a giant bloody great big pipe that you can stick your bike onto as well. Look at that. Boom. Enough space to jump off, to move around, to shuffle, to swing a cat around. Unfortunately, Suzu is a little bit long in the wheelbase, but, you know, it works. And yeah, so I love this. It's also out the rain as well. There's security, kind of, here. There's a fella that sits in the booth over there, so you can go talk to him if the payment processing thing doesn't work, or if you're having a bit of trouble. But yeah, couldn't ask for much more, really, could you? Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. What's some examples of good parking, some bad examples, and always happy to have a chat. Thank you very much for watching. Good day. Yes, I know you're very warm, but you sound like an aircraft trying to take off. Please stop.